Welcome to the Community Spotlight Podcast. My guest today from Robinson, from Buckeye Central Local School District, Superintendent Mark Robinson. See?
There you go. From New Washington.
From the New Washington.
Yeah.
Not Old Washington.
Not Old Washington. It's always been New Washington.
Yes. Hey, it's a pleasure to have you back.
Well, thank you. As you know, my schedule got kind of crazy there for a little while.
Yes, it did. And, I heard you, I was a little concerned because I thought you were man overboard.
Nope.
You was not. But
my wife and I were fortunate. We got to go on an Alaska cruise.
Yes.
And enjoyed that very much. But came back to work on a Tuesday, and by Tuesday night in the middle of the night, I had about 102 fever. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, I picked up COVID on the cruise ship. But it was worth it. The Alaska cruise was worth it. So was off a couple more days and missed one of these, sessions with you, and here I am back again.
Yeah, I mean, so I must be really spoiled if I had to make a special time to have you come in.
There you go.
I'm
here.
We enjoy to have all of our superintendents come on here, present a lot about the schools in Buckeye Central Local School District. We really like to have all of our schools represented here. I know there's been a lot going on, so I'm going to quit clowning here a little bit. But First of all, I guess probably you're probably already to the end of your first 9 weeks over, or pretty well over, or where we are?
This week.
Okay, so
concludes our 9 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, so you're there already. So
we're already there.
By the time this airs in early November, your first 9 weeks will be history.
That is correct. In fact, it's funny you talk about that. I was reflecting on that on the way over here this morning, and it doesn't seem possible that we've already been through 9 weeks of school.
Yeah.
And our semester ends before we go home on Christmas break.
Wow.
So we will actually be through the first semester of school here before you know it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really is.
Before we head home for Christmas break is when it ends. And it's been, I should knock on wood when I say this, it's been a wonderful first 9 weeks, or it was a wonderful first 9 weeks, and things have gone well this year. It's been very smooth, and that's because of our staff members, our classified staff, the community, the kids. It's just a wonderful place to be.
Well,
our schools.
Well, you've got a lot going for you out in your school district, and so I guess for one of the ones, because I know early part of October, doesn't the district report cards come out?
Yes.
Where were we at on those?
As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit late in reporting that because, of course, like I said, I missed my last session here, but we were very pleased with our report cards this year. We earned 4.5 out of 5 stars. The state uses a 5-star system now, and we were at 4.5. We'd love to be at 5, but we're going to accept the 4.5.
Sure.
And once again, that's because of the hardworking staff members. The folk and the kids work hard, and we met the state standards in all areas. We either met, exceeded, or significantly exceeded the state standards in all of our areas.
And that's where you want to be.
That's where you want to be. We're very proud of that. As a matter of fact, a few weeks ago, I heard Todd Martin and Colonel Crawford was the same. They were 4.5 out of 5. He was on your show, and we've talked a little bit about that, and we're just very proud of our communities and our kids. One thing I would say, and Todd said the same thing, is this is just a snapshot of our success. There's a lot of other things that go on within Buckeye Central Local Schools with the fine arts and the athletics. We do a lot of project-based learning types of things. So it's just a snapshot of what we're doing, but even in all the other areas, things are going well right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables that go into things, and people sometimes, they'll say, oh, gee, that looks easier, that looks simple.
Yep.
It's kind of like this business here, and people go say, well, that's easy, I could do that. Well, you haven't done it. If you did it, you'd find out there's a lot of variables and things you don't always know.
And the difficult thing is, when you think about it, when you talk about state testing, it's one test that takes 2 hours for the kids to take.
Yeah.
They're in school all year long, and they take one test for 2 hours. Maybe they're having a slow morning, a bad morning, and things don't go well for them that morning.
Yes.
So we look at it as one indicator, and it's good to score like we did. There's a lot of other indicators that we look at when we talk about doing what's best for our kids.
Well, and that's a good description when you say snapshot, because it's really, what does a test, any test proves just what's then at that time when it was taken, that day, that amount of time, and that snapshot of that. You're not seeing the whole film. You're
Correct.
just seeing one little piece of the film. You're not seeing the whole film.
But as long as each snippet that you see, and this is one of those snippets, each snippet is positive and each snippet is 4.5 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 along the way, we're pleased with that.
Absolutely.
That's our goal as educators, to keep the kids, moving forward and prepare them for, the next stage in their lives as they leave high school.
Well, I think New Washington in your area there, I think about, that's a pretty tight-knit community, and that's also very helpful. I think I can see a lot of positives of having a pretty tight-knit community, and I think a lot of that is in the schools. I mean, the community is the school, and the school is the community. It's kind of all intertwined, isn't it?
Very much so. And in my career, I've had the pleasure to serve in a large suburban district where we had close to 8,000 kids. And of course, at Buckeye Central, we have about 700 kids. And at Buckeye Central, the school is the core of the community.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get into the large suburban districts like I was in, there's just so many other things that the kids and the families have opportunities to do, within 10 minutes of the school. So you're not always the hub.
Yes.
And it's good to be the hub. We enjoy that, and we do what we can to, provide the best for our kids.
Other things you'd like to share this morning?
One of the things I think I'd like to talk a little bit about is our early childhood education program.
Okay.
As you know, I believe as you know, up until 3 years ago, we did not even have a pre-K program within the schools.
Right. Then you had Bitty Bucks.
And yep, now we have Bitty Bucks, and so we're now, addressing the needs of our youngest learners, our 3 and 4 year old kids.
Sure.
And I'll tell you what, that has been a tremendous addition for our school district. We started off with 4 sections, we're up to 5, and we're really experiencing a lot of success, and we're drawing in a lot of students who are beginning in Buckeye Central, local schools and staying there, because our numbers had dropped down into the 30 to 35 range for our kindergarten classes, and we're pushing back up to that 40 to 45 now because of our younger learner program. And Diane Irvin is the person who oversees that, and I guess I'd like to thank Diane Irvin as we're on the air today too, because she's done a fabulous job putting that together for us. And I think our parents will tell you that they really appreciate that Bitty Bucks program.
Well, I remember because we kind of cheap. This was back when I had the old program back on the old actual Spotlight program. I remember when Bitty Bucks was just in the beginning stages of, we were just talking about it. So, but a lot has happened in the district, and it continues, and things grow. And I know you had a lot of other things that you wanted to share this morning along with that.
Yeah, I probably should mention that we have our fall play coming up.
Okay.
I do want to mention that is on the weekend of November 10th.
Okay.
So it's Friday the 10th of November, Saturday the 11th, and of course Sunday the 12th. The name of the fall play this year is Hillbilly Reunion.
Oh, I don't even know if I want to go down there.
Nah, I don't know if you want to go there. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the things it talks about is it's a hayride of laughs. So if anybody gets a chance, come out on the weekend of November 10th and see Hillbilly Reunion.
Yeah, that's what else can we say?
Yeah.
The name and the title says it all. So,
we're towards the end of our fall sports program. Things are starting to come to a closure with our fall sports, and we're getting into tournament. And right around the corner, we have winter sports coming up, so we're looking forward to that. Just staying busy.
yeah.
Election day is coming up, I think, as we all know, on Tuesday, November 7th. So I would encourage everybody to get out and vote. We have a couple of our incumbents that are running again. Jerome Heininger and Mike Kalb are running for the Board of Education. And I think this may be, they're up for re-election. And they both decided to run, and for both of them, both Jerome and Mike, it would be, if they're reelected, it would be their third term on the Board of Education.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So that's coming up.
That's very good.
And needless to say, I can't, and I won't tell anybody who to vote for. But
oh no, you don't. No, we're not going down that road. We are definitely.
But they've done a real nice job as incumbents, and candidly, and I probably should know this as a superintendent, I'm not sure, who has chosen to run for the Board of Education, but regardless of who runs, we have good people that make that decision in our school district.
Well, I thought you said you were very busy. I was going to say, but that keeps you out of trouble, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay.
That's what my wife will tell you.
Yeah. Oh. So, and she should know, right?
And she should know. So yeah, it keeps me busy, and it's just I enjoy what I do. I think all superintendents enjoy what they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the position. And
no.
Keeps us young.
Yeah. Well, I like to hear that.
It keeps us young.
I'm older than you, and I know I have to keep young because that's the only way I got. It's between your ears, some of it, but you got to keep pressing on.
Yep.
All right. In the waning moments, anything else you'd like to share, Mark, this morning?
I don't think so. I was looking at my notes here. Nothing that I probably could spend an hour talking about our schools, as you know, but things are going well. Thank you to our community for allowing that to happen, and our students, and I look forward to being back here in a month or so and reporting on what's going on around Christmas time, probably.
Yep. I think I know I've got you on the schedule. You know that because I've been working on 24 schedule as well, and you're already scheduled for 24.
I'm scheduled for 24 also.
Yes. I mean, we've got actually I have all of our schools already scheduled for 24 already. I know the dates and everything. So I'm very proactive in that, and that's kind of been my role. And then now they have me back here actually doing some of these podcasts. So we shall see how long that lasts. But at any rate, I want to thank Superintendent Mark Robinson, Superintendent of the Buckeye Central Local School District from the grand city of New Washington, Ohio, being here today.
Thank you for having me here.